In this demonstration, you'll learn how to use a pre-trained model in Azure AI Foundry. To begin, you'll navigate to the Images playground via the Playground Hub. From the Overview tab within your Foundry instance, click on Playgrounds on the left. In the Images Playground box, click on the Try the Images Playground button. Now that you're in the Images Playground, your first step is to select a model. In Azure Foundry, you do this through deployments. A deployment makes a specific model available for you to use. At the top of the page, locate the Deployments dropdown. If you don't already have a deployment for Bria 2.3 Fast ready, you'll need to create one. To do so, click the dropdown and click Create New Deployment and follow the wizard. We already have a Bria 2.3 Fast deployment, so we'll use that. Now it's time to describe the image you want to generate. You can use one of the sample prompts in the middle of the screen or write your own in the text box at the bottom. For this example, we'll type in, "A mountain landscape in spring with bright flowers." With our prompt typed in, let's click Generate. As you can see, we've created a new image. Let's fine-tune this image using the Settings panel. Click the three dots in the top right of the image and click Edit Prompt. Then open the slider at the bottom of the prompt input box. First, at the top of the pop-up box, you'll see the negative prompt, which tells the model what you want to avoid. For example, entering cartoon and blurry help prevent stylized or out-of-focus results. Next, we have diffusion steps. This slider controls how many refinement steps the model takes. More steps can produce a more detailed image, but will take longer to generate. The guidance scale determines how strictly the model follows your prompt. A higher value makes the image closely match your exact words, while a lower value gives the model more creative freedom. Finally, the seed value controls the randomness. Using the same seed with the same prompt will produce this exact same image every time, which is excellent for reproducibility but not great for variability. For this demonstration, let's add cartoon and blurry to the negative prompt. We'll leave the diffusion steps as they are. We'll set the guidance scale to 4. We'll use a random seed value of 42. With these values in place, click Generate again. You'll see a progress indicator as the model creates your image. And just a moment later, the final result appears in the output gallery. Examine this generated image. To get a different result, you can slightly change your prompt or adjust the settings we just reviewed. Each time you click Generate, a new image is added to the gallery. This allows you to easily compare different outputs side by side to see which prompt and settings work best. You can also clear out all of your images by clicking the Clear All Outputs button at the top. Diffusion models can create many kinds of realistic images by changing prompts, parameters, and using negative prompts. You control style, content, and quality. Once you've created an image that you're satisfied with, you can easily save it. Simply hover over the image, click the three dots in the top right, and click the Download button. The high-quality image is now saved to your computer. To refine only part of an image, you can use something called Inpainting or Outpainting. Inpainting fills in or edits an area inside the image. Outpainting extends content beyond the original. Both are useful for edits and creating new compositions. Since Azure does not have Inpainting natively built into its tool, we'll use an external open-source tool to demonstrate Inpainting. For this tool, we'll upload our image. Then we'll use a masking tool, this red dot you see, to cover a portion of the image that we want to edit. Then we'll type in our Inpainting prompt, generate a windmill. With our prompt input, we'll click the Inpaint button. As you can see in our selected area, there's now a windmill. In this demonstration, you've learned the core skills for image generation in the Azure AI Foundry Image Playground. Remember, the best results come from writing clear, detailed prompts and fine-tuning the output by adjusting settings like the guidance scale and using negative prompts. By combining these techniques, you gain powerful creative control to produce exactly the images you need.